Hey, I'm Goose and welcome to Pocket for Monday, the 21st of March. Today on the show, Hulking out with Hogan, live action Pokemon, and this week in games. Alright, here's what's been making headlines. Hulk Hogan has won his legal battle against Gawker Media for posting the former wrestler's sex tape online back in 2012. Gawker, who are the parent company of Kotaku and Gizmodo, hinged their defense on the First Amendment, specifically freedom of the press. They argued that the tape was newsworthy and that they were justified in posting it. A Florida jury disagreed, finding that Hogan's privacy had been invaded, and they ordered Gawker to pay $55 million in economic injuries, plus an additional $60 million for emotional distress. Punitive damages will be added to the total once they're decided on next week, but even at the current $115 million, that's almost half of Gawker's estimated worth. What you gonna do when Hulkamania is coming for you, Gawker? Gawker are already forming an appeal, but as the ruling was made in Florida, they'll likely need to front a $50 million bond before the appeal goes through. Gawker founder Nick Denton is confident that they'll win the appeal, but there's a lot on the line, as some industry analysts suggest that this loss would force Gawker to file for bankruptcy, potentially dissolving all of their websites. Websites like Kotaku, where our next story comes from. Well, it's more of a rumor than a story. Sources from the game development scene have told Kotaku that Sony is working on a PlayStation 4.5. This new console version will have a GPU upgrade which will allow games to run at 4K resolution. Hopefully we'll find out if there's any truth to these reports at E3 in June. Ryan Bernard, the director of The Division, has left Ubisoft and joined Square Enix. Bernard is now working as a gameplay director at IO Interactive, presumably working on the episodic Hitman releases. Digital Foundry have run a pre-release version of Quantum Break through their testing chambers and found that the game runs at 720p on Xbox One. The website reports that in every scene tested so far, a native resolution of 720p is the consistent result found in each pixel count test. They do, however, stress that even at 720p, the game remains visually impressive, stunning in many areas, because of some well-implemented anti-aliasing. And finally, Firewatch has sold around 500,000 copies since its launch on the 9th of February. The game's publisher, Panic Incorporated, revealed in a blog post that they were able to recoup their investment within 24 hours of the game's release. They also noted that they'd printed off and shipped over 1,000 sets of photos taken with the in-game disposable camera. More hipster features like that in future games, please. Alright, and now it's time for Thing of the Day.
Thing of the Day.
YouTuber iCarloNet hosted a Pokemon battle between Venusaur and Caterpie. The results were predictable.
Thing of the Day.
Alright, it's time for This Week in Games, where I'll be letting you know what's been selling well in Australia, as well as the games coming out this week. As always, we'll start with the NPD statistics for the week ending the 13th of March. And in first spot, no surprise here, it's Tom Clancy's The Division. Ubisoft are reporting that their apocalyptic MMO made over $330 million in the first 5 days after its launch. This makes it the most successful launch week of any new IP, taking the mantle from Bungie's Destiny, which made a measly $325 million. Pah, chump change. And continuing their ironclad grip on our wallets, Ubisoft takes out number 2 with Far Cry Primal. And in a non-Ubisoft game, number 3, it's The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, or as I like to call it, Virtual Goat Herding, Hawk Hurling, Catfishing, Cradle Snatching Simulator 2016. Not much has changed in the middle of the list this week. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 remains at number 4, Grand Theft Auto 5 remains at number 5, and Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 remains at number 6. In number 7, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection hangs on. You hang on then, Nate, don't you let go. At number 8, it's Lego Marvel Avengers. Number 9, Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls collection, which is new to the list this week. And finally, climbing back up to number 10, it's FIFA 16, because you know, sports. Alright, and dropping off the list this week are Mortal Kombat XL, Bravely Second, End Layer, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I blame all of you who didn't come and play that game with me. But to be fair, I was playing The Division. Alright, here's what's coming out this week. Today, nothing. But after today, games. On the 22nd of March, Day of the Tentacle Special Edition will be out for PS4, Vita, and PC, as well as Fallout 4's Automatron DLC for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. On March 23rd, Out of the Park Baseball 17 will be released on PC. I'm assuming that's 2017 and not the 17th game in the franchise. March 24th, we'll see Marvel Battlegrounds, the expansion to Disney Infinity, released on Xbox One, 360, PS4, PS3, Wii U, and PC. Slain will also be released on PC, and Total War Battles Kingdom, a free cross-platform Total War game which is currently in beta, will be released on PC, Mac, iOS, and Android. And Hyrule Warriors Legends will be released on the 3DS. March 25th, we'll see the 5th and final episode released for Republic on PS4. The Descendant is coming out on PC, and Samorost 3 will be released on PC and Mac. Finally, Trackmania Turbo will be out on Xbox One, PS4, and PC, and I'll be playing Trackmania in today's Let's Play. Yes! What would you like to see played on Pocket this Wednesday? You can let us know in the straw poll, which can be found in the description below. But that's it for today's episode of Pocket, Nick's Pocketeers. Stick around on the internet to keep on top of everything Good Game. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Would you like to meet other Pocketeers? Well, you can! Just join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at GoodGameTV, follow Pocket at Nickboy, at Pierreth, at GGEditMonkey, and at Sam Gee. I'm Goose Mangus, and there's links to everything I said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by Pink Girl. It's her second submission, so thank you, Pink Girl. Nick Boy will return tomorrow, thus ending my role as fill-in host. So until such time as he runs out of clones or that poison finally kicks in, Goose out. I spent like half an hour on that logo. It was totally worth it.